Alright, well, let's see how it holds up to today's. I'll be right back, kitty. To today's feeding. Oh, and let me get my little thing on my neck out the way so it doesn't bang on it. Hey, what's up, Yo-Yo? I know. Yeah. I know. I leave the bucket on there so the chickens don't eat all his food before he gets in there. Hey, don't break the gate off the hinges, okay? I'm coming. I'm coming. Watch it. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, that's my baby boy. Look at those colors, yeah. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You big monster, you. Monster puppy. Gonna have to redo this gate soon. I'm gonna go right through it eventually. Make more work for me. You guys. Okay, we got that. We gotta get water. Whoa, how the heck did that get so low? Huh. But it rained. Oh, no problem. We got lots of water catches. What I need to do is go up and put a gutter on this roof to catch this water to go into that sink. I just brought that concrete sink over from Leslie's where I used to have all the animals. Jeez, you guys. Stupid chickens. Man, you guys are just doing too much damage here, costing me. I'm going to have to shoot you. Dog already got one of you. Beat it, chicken. Look at all this. You stupid birds. Dang it. It's making a big wasteful mess. Dang it. Garbage. Gonna have to put a door on this. This used to have a door, I thought. It did have a door. Must have rotted away or used it someplace else. Ugh. All right. We'll get the mango. Where's the mango? Oh yeah, he's out there. What's up, kids? I know. I know. Yeah, that's my camera. You like that? Oh, where's the other bucket? Oh well. I'll just get the other one. Got a bucket laying around somewhere. Oh, gee, aren't you the Queen of Sheba, mister? Look at your new bed. Ha ha. Oh, let me sit down here. You smell like flea spray. Yeah, you like that new bed, huh? Kind of nice. Look at that. Wait till it gets rained on. It won't be so nice. Yes, Mango, I'm coming. Get in there, Smokey. Mango's coming. Good job, son. Good job. Oh, you guys be quiet. Watch out, Smokey. All right, all right. Look what you did to the grass. Dancer. Boy, he sure does tear up the grass. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. That's why I didn't let him run around loose anymore, because the front lawn turned into a paddock, as what happens here. Yes, thank you. You like all them bananas? Huh? Yeah. Get on with it, chicken. This thing is really wobbling on this too. It seems that the bracket on this is not gonna make it. What the heck? Yeah. The connection. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Well, I guess I'll have to end it for you guys. It's wobbling too much. Well, I found my little tripod. But this other action, I took it off halfway during the feeding. It started wobbling too much also. It's all the plastic parts. They just ain't getting it. But you know, that screw size is not, you know, anything that's anything I can't duplicate with a brass screw. And find some way to do this, but until I get a I don't want to tell you, I just last 3 hours was uploading a duplicate video. Yeah, yesterday, the Sunday one. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh God. So boy, did I sleep today. I had a long nap after a movie. On that Streamlord, it's pretty good, huh? Streamlord's got some good movies on it for free. I just watched a Nicolas Cage one where he was a cop in a bank robbery thing. A new one where he was the cop and not the bank robber. Boy, it's getting old. That guy should talk. So anyway, I pulled some stuff. Oh, yeah, that big bush right there in the middle of the screen is on a rock. It's a chestnut, and actually there's chestnuts in the pond I found. I never saw them fall off the thing, but there's an orchid in that. It was right there in that spot right there, and as you can see, it's too full of grass and junk and stuff, so I gotta weed it, but this was too crowded in here. What did you say, fish? And it's just to, you know, I really do need to start pulling stuff out to, well, no, actually I could build the other pond wall before I even start tearing this apart. But I need to thin it out because I want those orchids in there to pop. I don't know if you can tell which ones are the orchids. Those ones there with those leaves like that. And there's 1, 2, 3 buds coming up on the new lily. So if there's no water, I'm going to run the pond later on tonight. So I'm going to keep this short so we can have some pond lights and pond time and stuff like that later. With some rock and roll, and maybe I'll even have some wine. Yeah. So, one of these days that big chicken's gonna be my turkey. Yeah, you. Don't you stop laying. You're going in the oven, you big fat girl. And Smokey's new carpeted deck is just his favorite spot. He's totally like, I like it. Huh, Smokey? Smokey, you like it? You like your new spot? Yeah. You like that big bed, huh? That's a good boy. Yeah, ready then. Ready then. Oh, brother, what a day. I'll tell you. That's something else. Even though, just get a call from some survey. How's your electrical service? Not a good time to call. So anyway, it's been a interesting day. The latest body cam was with Kung Fu Gi here. Worked okay, except the connections, you know, the plastic parts. One side's already broken, and the other, it's wobbling. Halfway through feeding today, I took it off before I went out to the sheep. It was just wobbling too much. But definitely a body cam is the best thing to have. I mean, it's what the police use, right? You can see where they're shooting. And for doing ceramics and stuff like that, I guess I'm going back to, I'm going to make the harness idea, but not with this plastic part. I'm going to have to put together something. If I have to mill something, I will, but I haven't had the time to go out in the shop and spend too much time out here, like this morning, pounding fence posts, and, well, you'll see that on the video, and extended the roof for the sheep, so they got a covered porch area, more square footage covered from the rain. So I'm having a glass of wine because I'm like Monday blues, having to deal with stuff, calling a stupid phone company, and they go, we'll call you back, you don't have to wait on hold. So then they call back, and I did that earlier, and then they disconnect on you. Of course, they don't call you back again. You got to call them back and wait another 15 minutes for another call back, which I didn't feel like doing because I was already getting pissed off. After Zircon ate my hot chocolate this morning, he's sitting off the porch right now because he knows he's in trouble. He's sitting over there because he knows he was a bad dog. That's right. He's taking my hot chocolate. So the fountain should be happening in a little while because I put what you gonna come over? All right, come here. Come, Jasper. Get your bomb in. All right, don't sniff my stuff. Don't knock the table. Thank you. Oh, I needed that. So, yeah. David Cox sent me a link to some music science correlation thing, which is not a lot of news to me since my mom was a pianist, and when I was in utero, I was belly up to the keyboard, getting that harmonic resonance, which I do believe makes you smarter, because you get your 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 before you even pop out. And everything that you do in life is based on a numerical pattern in science. So I mean, even like when I'm cooking in the kitchen, you know, I have it laid out like a drum set, right? My cooking tools are like a percussion set. It's boom boom ba boom chi boom boom. You know where everything is, and it's a musical dance is what it is. And doing it to music is fun also. But I do believe that it makes you smarter, having musical ability. Me being with ADD makes it hard for me to sit still long enough to practice. That's my biggest, I get bored really quick. Even when I'm throwing pots, I would do like 8 off the hump, and that was it. I couldn't sit and throw pots all day long. I couldn't sit at a jewelry bench and do jewelry all day long. I did do architectural preservation restoration all day long, because normally that's an 8-hour day kind of gig. And if they're paying you well enough, then, you make an exception. But I remember when my friend's daughter Alessa, the little girl standing in front of Mango at the stable, when she was in, infancy, in diapers, on the floor, we were in a party, and the music was on, and she was on her stomach, so I got on my stomach, and I was facing her, and she was like, thumping on the ground. So yeah, I grabbed her hands and gave her the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and she picked it up, actually, which was pretty funny. But she got the beat, because the bass was low and we're on the ground, right? And it's like thump, 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 thump. And that's natural for babies, is that thump. That's the mother's heartbeat, right? And, right now, she's, 11, 12, and she's in the theater group over there in Kealakekua, and she's a dancer, and she is such a drama queen. She is so precocious. It's like she's, an old soul. But I really do believe that music is that thread that binds humanity, as well, art too. And funny about attaining harmonic balance. Well, my Mercedes 380 SL had a harmonic balancer. Because, yeah, it's the same tones that make it sound good to your eardrum. The certain of a motor is music to, the ear, if it's harmonically balanced. But, that's pretty interesting. Things you can't think about if you live in Chicago. Jesus. How many people? 66 people shot over the weekend. 12 of them dead or something. It's like, what? It's higher than the Vietnam body count of, in the Vietnam War. It's crazy. And it can't be just all hot August nights. Although they are getting hotter, aren't they? The whole West is burning. I wonder what extremes it will take for people to realize that global warming is getting to a point where they can't just keep doing what they've been doing. You know, gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late by the time they wake up. That's just my opinion. And I thought that 20 years ago when I came over here. I would have came over here 30 years ago if I could have managed it. In fact, I did, and 40 years ago. But the first times, you know, I couldn't make it stick. Last time I came with a little bit more experience, a little bit more preparation, and a plan. And a whole lot more years experience that was marketable and I could offer. So, you know, time changes things. But if first you don't succeed, try again. In the end, tenacity wins. Here I am. And you can see what I'm looking at. It's too bad you can't see these plants. I mean, it's on the screen that you're seeing. It's really dark. And in the ambient light here, especially the upper white variegated leaves with those white lights, it's almost like a lampshade, but you really can't see it with this camera. That's why I got to get me a camera that's decent. You know, these are just cheap, what, $100 cameras, $125, $30 Sony CyberShots. They ain't supposed to last 8 years. Those are like toilet paper cameras. But anyway, Vladimir's coming over on Wednesday to drop the transmission. Then I'm going to have him look at that van. Because it ain't going to take too long to drop the transmission. All he's going to do is disconnect the drivetrain and the floor jack underneath there. Oh, my floor jack's a winker too. It's going to... yeah. I gotta tell him to bring some kind of dolly or something, because my dolly has an engine sitting on it. We have another dolly. I got the dolly in the studio that chair is sitting on that needs to be reupholstered. Yeah, that'll hold it, because it brought in that paper cutter. It weighs a ton. I made a dolly with 6 steel casters on it, so I guess I'll bring that out. There should be the transmission. And it's low, but still, we're going to have to jack that truck up to get that puppy out from underneath it. I don't know about my jack. Yeah, I should be able to. So we're going to get that going. And someone mentioned they have an extra tablet they might send out this way. That would, we'll see, that might, if I had a standalone upload thing, it's all how I can make them, you know, do different things. So the computer's not trying to do different things at the same time. That's why I try to make it so I come out here and talk shit when it's uploading. And the only other thing it's doing is playing music, which doesn't take that much RAM. But my upload speed is 0.23 megabytes. I just did a speed test.net and took a copy of that and emailed it to Hawaiian Tel and going like, what the truck, man? You know? What the truck? So, it is what it is, but we're getting by. Rather be here than Chicago. I wish I was still able to go out and make a bunch of money like I was when I was younger. But, in between the things that you see me doing, like you know, this morning doing that fences and stuff, then I come back and I
I'm sitting down for 2-3 hours. You know, get up to make lunch and then take a nap. But as long as I do something each day, then progression of the movie happens. I don't gotta bust it out like I used to bust it out. But I ain't getting paid to bust a grape. And these animals keep me. Onyx, you too, girl. Did you get your cameo in? Come here, girl. Hey, Poopy. Come here. So anyway, it seems like, you know, my little tripod here, the Vivitar and the camera are still two things of the constant. Still doing it. But now it doesn't look like I'm going to have any extra money to get a camera because I got to do the transmission thing. Which is only going to be a couple $100. So, as long as we can drop it out in an hour, give him a couple hours, yeah. Good thing he only charged me $20 an hour, I tell you. But then I'm going to be broke again for the month. So, hell's bells. But, you know, that transmission lasted since the last time I had it serviced was when I was putting it together, which was 15 years, you know, and it's a used transmission, so 15 years on the rebuild, not too bad. I don't think he guaranteed it for that long. Probably only guaranteed it for four years or so many thousands of miles. But hey, boy, you gonna behave yourself? Come here. Over here, Zircon. Don't you drink my cocoa no more. Jasper, down. Zircon, come over here. Zircon, come here. Lay down there. Over here. Down. Down. Lay down. Well, lay down. You guys, you know, I'll put somebody away. If 3 on the deck is a problem, is it a problem? Right there, down. Ah, good boy. Oh. So it's like 80 degrees out right now. I'm out here in my underwear and it's like barely comfortable because it's cooler in the evening, but my house is so well insulated because it has a 5-layer roof that it's 10 degrees cooler in the house in the daytime, and in the winter it's 10 degrees warmer at nighttime in the house because it collects the heat and keeps it. And in the summer, it keeps it cooler inside. So it's quite interesting, and unlike other friends' houses that are sweltering. Because when I replaced my roof, I didn't take the old one off. I just sandwiched it and added a new one on top of it, leaving an airspace in between. Which occasionally a rat will get in, but that's okay. For the cooling and heating effect, they don't last very long, so. Pond's getting almost to the point. I can turn it off. And so I guess I have to watch the clock on these things and time them pretty good. Because it cuts off. And it's best just to do one at a time at the minimum. Until I get a camera that can do an hour or 2 hours where I can actually go in the studio and do something. But not with this setup, so. So So yeah, thanks David for that video. Not anything unbeknownst to me. I mean, in the college, in one of the dozen colleges I went to, we had music appreciation, as well as music history, classical, mostly, because I'm not really a jazz fan, and I was, weaned on classical music, so classical piano. And that's my basis to base all other music on. Doesn't matter if it's rock and roll or anything else. It all relates back to is it as good as or as proficient as my mom playing Tchaikovsky. But I really think growing up in a house, with music, filled with music, not off the record. I mean, yeah, I had an Elvis Presley record. It was Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog, I think was our first rock and roll record. But, having music long before that, and musical structure, and music lessons, and, I regret that I can't play piano. I don't know that in the future I might not be able to. But, like when I no longer have the use of my legs, and I have to be able to be in one place, unfortunately it'll be in front of the computer, but it might be in front of that piano if I ever, by some miracle get it restrung, which would cost thousands of dollars, but would be worth tens of thousands of dollars if I could get it restrung, just because of the piece that it is. Has a very low serial number. One of the first pianos from that company in Toronto, Canada. But I don't know if any of those miracles are going to happen. We're a long way from contemporary, that's for sure. We are in the Stone Age. We aren't much past dial-up. So, the best option is getting better equipment, I guess. God, I wish if I knew now what I didn't know when I got this laptop. You know what I'm saying? If I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have put all my stuff onto this computer and kept it as just a standalone. But you need more than one computer, and I've always said that. That's why I had a couple before, the towers, before I switched to the laptop. But the one tower has Ubuntu on it, and it has an issue, and there's no computer store anymore. The people in town that someone gave me a link to, yeah, I've been there, done that. Those aren't people that I would trust a computer to. And just because you find them on the internet doesn't necessarily mean they're still in business. I think we had an Apple store at one time. It might still be down there. And, our selection is the crap. I even looked in Costco, and they're, they had Acers and Dells and HPs, I think. That's it. It's so hard to find quality stuff. We get the in-lots, the obsolete stuff. They ship all the junk over to here. I mean, if I was in California and San Francisco and walked in Best Buy on Van Ness, man, I could get the, you know, the cat's meow as far as super fast, super good, super everything, you know, blitzed out stuff. But that's what happens. You gotta settle for beauty instead of internet speed. Which is a good settlement for me. I'm okay with that. And I'm telling anybody that thinking about moving, make the move as soon as you can, because man, the rate that stuff is escalating is blowing me away. It's just too insane on so many simultaneous fronts. That's the scary part. I mean, you got the global warming thing happening, you got the nuclear threat happening, you got the violence and ignorance happening. You know, it's just on so many levels a scary place to be. Jasper, you're right in the way. Alright, I think you guys all made your cameos. There, Onyx got hers in. Alright, go on in the house. Zircon got his in. Alright, kitty. Where's the kitty at? Yeah, my little 22 here is for popping F-triple-R. Frogs, rats, rabbits, and roosters. Pop, 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 pop. Now a pig, you just get the dogs well, next door there's an awesome gully that they trapped the last one in. He went into that poor pig went into a dead end, and he didn't know it was there. And the teenage kids down the street, I gave them my a cable tie out like I used for the goat. They just looped that down around that hog's neck, pulled him up, slit its throat. Booyah, done. Gutted him right there on the land. Throw the guts over the fence to scare off the other bigger pigs. Didn't work though. But just like you know, hunting in the Rocky Mountains for deer or anything else, it just takes a lot of energy to skin a big animal. Unless you have a backhoe and you can just like pull it off. Hydraulics are great things. Come along could work too, I guess, but man, it's just so much work. My rabbits are pretty easy. It's like pulling off a sweater. Speaking of which, I'm going to have to get one pretty quick here. I'm feeling a craving for some roasted wabbit. Wabbit stew and wabbit pate. I love my wabbit pate. So yeah, people have been emailing and they're asking like, you know, what do you need and what. I guess it's easier just to send, you know, MONEY, and then that way I can get what I can get here, because it's really about availability. Shipping is crazy. I'm telling you, shipping anything from the mainland here, there are things that the shipping costs the same as whatever you're buying. Like a pond liner was $980 from Ohio, and it was $890 for the shipping. What? So, you know, whatever, it's double it. That's so messed up. Unless it can fit in a flat box, you know, a USPS, express mail flat box or envelope at one price or whatever, then it's crazy. Anything that starts getting in the weight it's just crazy. That's where they really get you. Shipping and gas and food prices and electricity prices. But there's a lot of free stuff to compensate for those high prices. So it balances out to be less than living in California. I'm telling you, it's cheaper to live in Hawaii than it is in California or New York or any other major metropolitan area. I'm telling you. You ain't never paying for heat here, that's for sure. Alright, 29-28. Hooey ho. I'm gonna watch it cut off just to make sure. 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Extended version like redacted tonight. This guy's you know, I can sew two together. It may take 3 hours to upload it, but I think I got it down now to. I think I got it down. Get around the things. The movie maker does stitch them together, or just does it strangely. Strangerly. I'm gonna go check and see how far that one is uploaded. No! Yeah, Alice Cooper, I'm dangerous tonight. 18 minutes, 88%. Not bad. But what is that one? I think that's last night's Like This. So they're getting to be a 24-hour load up thing. But I talk to you all day long on the things, comments, which is, so it's like, I don't know what it's like. The feedback is kind of reminding me of Facebook. It's like sucking up all my time, except I don't have to stay in front of the thing because I can walk around and talk instead of type. That's why I like this. Because this is sort of like the other things, except I don't have to type as much. Some of your questions I can answer this way instead of sit there and type out a long, drawn-out response, which, you know, I tend to elaborate. But, yeah. In my older videos, I talk about my mom also, David, if you haven't seen all my other old videos. Unfortunately, you know, my videos are a lot the same, but the tidbits that pop in each individual one, you never can tell what what tangent I'll be on. So it's hard to like say in the about what it's about, because I talk about a whole bunch of different things, and by the time I upload it, I don't remember. I have to go back and watch it again to remember what I was talking about. Because I go from orchids to Chicago to global warming to pedophile pope. Oh, water is done. Okay. Oh. Alright, well. So, August 10th will be the what was I going to do August 10th? Was that going to be the art show? No, I thought I was going to do that at the end of the month. What was I going to do on the art show? I mean, on August 10th. Oh, I think put out my work video. Well, I better finish that up. Better finish that up. Hey, Onyx, you can go back in bed, baby girl. Where are you going? Ah, okay. Well, your drinking doesn't sound any louder than the pond. I wonder if you guys can see that lighting. Well, I guess you can see a little bit. If I got closer. It's almost like hard to say, hard to say. And those big orchids there. I love those orchids. Yeah, I used to have these lights out there by the big pond. And that was really cool. Back when I used to entertain a whole lot more. There's just so much work and nobody helps you clean up afterwards. Well, so I guess tomorrow I'm going to have to go out in the shop. Uh-oh. Jeez. Because that just broke off. That was the piece that was on the, shoot. But you know what? this same piece that is actually for a GoPro, so I'm hoping the GoPro will fit on there. This strap could also be used for Jasper, because even though that part of it broke, the rest of it's still okay. Yeah, plastic parts, I'll tell you. Technology and plastic parts. That's why I like steampunk, you know? Brass, copper, leather, wood. Well, I should put up some pictures of my steampunk chair. I think I told you about it, right? Ripped apart my recliner rocker and made it into a steampunk recliner. Let me write that down. So add that picture. Yeah. I was gonna like do my truck kind of steampunkish rat rod at one point. Mad Max extra features. Come to think of it, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Another idea. Good. Somebody else suggested I take a tape recorder to bed instead of a pencil and paper, because for pencil and paper you got to turn on the night light and write it down. I've even scribbled stuff in the dark. But if I had a recorder, I could just say take a note. It'd be awesome to have a voice activated like a stupid Alexa, but I don't want an Alexa. Those things are insipid. You know, they record you when you talk in your sleep and send it to the NSA. Was that your stealth news? Just bread and butter, Onyx. You just walking back and forth, girl. But yeah, that's what I need to do is make my own. I mean, I'm sure they make them or sell them, but I didn't see one in Walmart. I didn't look in. I mean, we only have Walmart, Office Max, and Target to speak of to get electronics. Sears, not so much. I don't even think Sears carries flat screen TVs anymore. God, I mean, everything is like shit. You know, I went into Macy's and they don't even have Waterford Crystal. I was like, what? It's like, what happened? Not the Sears and Macy's we have ain't nothing like the Sears and Macy's I remember. I'll tell you, stuff is really sad and pathetic. I don't know how they're still open. They have nobody in the, you know, no sales floor people. Their inventory isn't that much different than Ross, just higher prices. That's crazy. I'm really surprised they're still open. Must be a tax shelter. Yeah. Well, we'll see how. I've been doing this for a month. So, I haven't gone back and seen what my first ones were like. But I'm getting more methodical. That's for sure. And understanding the limits of, you know, what the capabilities of the stuff that I have is. It was pretty abysmal. Pretty abysmal. Well, Let's see. I wonder if I could, this little piece here, I still might be able to glue it on to something else. Well, not the things I want to be working on, but hey, you know. Need a used cop body cam. I'm sure they make body harnesses like the head harness. But those head harnesses with the sticky stuff on them, boy, those are nasty. Why do people design stuff that are, you know, they could just go a little bit further, use better materials, make better quality stuff. You know, like if you found an old miner's helmet, hat, or lamp, it would have like leather straps and brass buckles and, you know, brass fittings and, you know, glass lenses. But now everything's just plastic. 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 Sucks. Because I think it's designed for China to make America fall apart by just sending us more and more plastic junk. Hi, Jasper. You doing your last cameo too? Hey, you want to move that midsection, please? Go. Watch out. Jasper, watch out. Watch out. Hey. Hey. You make a better window than a door. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Thank you. Not Creedence Clearwater. Yeah. Yeah, Creedence Clearwater, that was like, what, junior high school, Junior high school, I think. So, yeah, I need something with a longer life than 30 minutes, that's for sure. If I didn't have these 3 batteries from these 3 cameras, and they all, it's an in battery, Sony in battery, and it's about ready to die right now. But if I didn't have 3 of them, I couldn't be doing these at all. This is going to die any second. So, you guys, I'm going to say goodnight now, so when it goes, and I get cut off, it's over. But, and the water is dying out too. That's perfect timing. We'll just let it die. Just go until the battery dies. What you doing down there, Jasper? Oh. Yep, music is my religion. Hi, Jasper. I just don't pray. But I sing hallelujah. Sex and drugs and rock and roll, these are things that feed my soul. Remember that? I mean, that was all you needed. Sex and drugs and rock and roll. Beep, beep, beep. Well, at least back in those days, when there was free love before AIDS, this is like turning into the oldies but goodies station, huh? Well, this isn't like just 20 minutes of nothing. It's porch music. Live from Puna. The nightly dog show. Woo woo! Woo woo! Woo! Dribble, dribble, dribble. Getting down to the end. And that's okay. No matter. Smoke. My wine is last hit. Salute. Go get him. Yeah, get him. Go get him! I can't believe this thing is still recording on an empty battery. Because the battery was totally blacked out. Oh, there goes the bond. Alright, you guys. See you in the wake and bake. I have never seen a hard drive split in half, 343 gigabytes. Almost exactly 369 and used in 368 free. That's amazing. I've never seen a split like that. Isn't that crazy? Hey, guess what? You guys are inside my house. And I'm doing a picture of my screen. Anyway, I just thought that would be cool.